Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the Acurit Brass Proportional Divider. Proportional dividers are a useful tool to help you guys scale up or down your proportions from a reference photo or a real-life image when you're doing any kind of drawing. It's a common tool for cartographers and architects. In fact, most of these scales that you see on the side here are actually meant for cartography or architectural purposes, but for today's tutorial, I'm just going to be showing you guys how to use this one side here that is labeled as lines. That one is going to be the most important for you if you're just doing your typical everyday scaling from like a reference photo to a drawing. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly how you can use this. If I open up my pad of paper right here, I just have this simple still life reference image next to me that I'm going to show you guys really quickly how I can get measurements from this and scale it up to whatever size I want for my piece of paper. For instance, if you want to use this number 1 notch right there, you're going to have this little knob. It has a slight line on there that you can adjust by loosening it and moving it up and down the track. This little notch is going to align with your different markers on the side of this. So if you want a 1-to-1 ratio, you're going to keep it centered on that one. You're going to tighten it so that it stays in place there, and then you can open it. And no matter what, you will have a 1-to-1 ratio on either side of this. So if I go in here and I measure one of my oranges, I can move this so that I can get the topmost and bottommost part of this orange, and then I can use this side, or even this side again, to come over to my sheet of paper and mark where that orange would be so I can get my proportions correct. Now I can do the same thing for my little bowl right here. If I just open this up wider and get the topmost and bottommost portions of this bowl, if I can get it exactly where I want it, again, it'll be a 1-to-1 ratio on this side, and it should be the exact scale that you will want for your oranges and your bowl to be in proportion to each other. So if I want to do the same thing, but I want one side to be twice as large as the other, I'm just going to close my proportional divider up. I'm going to loosen the knob, and then I'm going to move this up the track so that, again, this line lines up with this number 2. Tighten it again so that it doesn't shift around, and then I can open it once more. And then this side will always be twice as large as this side over here. So you can scale things up to be twice as large as you want if you want to do like a larger image. Same thing is true for all the other marks on this side of the proportional divider. If you want this side to be 3 times as long, 4 times as long, so on and so forth, you can set it to whatever you need for whatever proportions you might need for your drawing. So if you want to scale up from your smaller size to your larger size, this is how you would have your proportional divider oriented. But if you want to do the opposite, all you have to do is switch the sides around, get the scale for whatever you want set again, and then you'll have large to small set.